Hello. Bonus video for today. Working on a little project inspired initially by Crafty by Tony and then followed up by Crafted by Christy. It's kind of a mix between their two videos. Crafted by Christy, she focused on embracing the shine and that, working with stickers that have a little bit of a glimmer or a shine to them, like your PET stickers. And I've done some of that, but I have this stack of vintage lady washi stickers that I've had in my stash forever, and I hardly ever use them. So I'm going to focus on those. And I also have these, what are they? Are they lotus leaves? I forget what kind of, I forget what they are. Somebody will know though. So, and again, these have been in my stash probably as long as those have been. Never use them. So I did it by chance on one. And I went, ooh, I really like those together. So I'm using them together for this project. So I have 3 different size cutouts. These are book page. This is coffee dyed paper, and it's sandwiched on a soda blocks. And then I've stamped, so you'll see they're different. I've stamped them with black and then inked them with walnut stain. And I've got ovals, I've got tall, wide rectangles, and short, skinny rectangles. And that should accommodate most, excuse me, most of the ladies in this pile. So in the background, can probably hear a channel that I'm listening to. It's a newly discovered channel. We were all on the Goat Father Angel Watch, and he decided, hey, let's go raid somebody who's currently live. He called him a talking head, that has, low numbers. So somebody sent him a link, and we went and we raided this guy's chat that day. That was 2, maybe 3 days ago. And I mean, just the joy in his voice when his numbers went from 5 to 200. He was like, oh, what is going on? It was so fun. But really cool channel. He's up in Canada, and it's him and his wife and their 2 children. So right now I'm just getting the ones that are really wide at the top. I'm going to start with those. Him, his wife, and 2 children. They are on a homestead living off-grid. He raises lambs and duck, which they, use to feed their family. Dogs. Beautiful. He lives in a beautiful home that they purchased. He said they purchased from the builder. So they're only the second owner in this property. Some of these stickers have not been my favorites, even when I have used them. So there'll be some in here that I've got more than one of. But yeah, beautiful home, beautiful property. He's on 76 acres. And they go live every day. I think he said 9 to 9. I know it starts at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or not Eastern, Pacific Standard Time, because he's on the same time zone that I'm on. But yeah, it's fun to just kind of, I don't stay. I pop in and out periodically throughout the day, because I got things I got to do too. Now obviously these stickers are longer than what can fit on any one of these, and I did that on purpose. I did have die cuts that were bigger that I could have used, but I didn't want to. See, I really had a hard time using these puffy sleeved ladies. Super dark dress, in the dark dresses. Let's see. Put that one aside. There's one of each. Oh, she can fit on one of the skinny ones. Skinny rectangles. Can she fit on a skinny rectangle? Yes, she can. So I'm going to put this one on here. Yep, she can fit on one. Okay, so we're going to go with this one first. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut down these stickers. Oh, I think somebody raided him. Maybe. Let's see. Let's cut this one off. Anyway, on this channel yesterday, he took us along. He took his oldest son sledding on his property for the first time yesterday. First time on a sled. It was so fun. The cute squeeze, the squeals of joy on that little guy, priceless. And then he wiped out and was done. He went on to he graduated from the bunny slope, went onto a bigger hill, and then biffed it. So, as you can see, I'm cutting some of these down, and that's only because some of the stickers are way too big to fit on any of the pieces. I'm going to leave that one for tall. Some of them are perfect to go as they are behind somebody, and they'll just trim out. A favorite spoon. Does anybody have a favorite spoon to use? I do have a favorite cooking spoon. I don't have a favorite eating spoon. But I think he's doing a, like a ask me anything. Somebody expanded the question, asked him big spoon or little spoon in bed. I'm going to take one of these little ones and put it down here, just to kind of ground that one a little bit. Same with this. Oh, this little guy's getting a tooth. That's why he's so cranky. Cutting this one in half. I want to keep in mind, I do have those other ones to do as well. Okay, one more. All right, got these guys laid out. Now comes the fun part. Watch me struggle. Now these leaves, biloba? Maybe they're ginkgo biloba leaves. I don't remember. But somebody might know. But those are the easy ones to pull off. It's the ladies that don't come off so well. I tend to stab myself in the finger several times in the process. I've also, just stabbed myself in the finger. Cannot get a good angle. And once you go through both layers, that hole is toast. There we go. Okay. Now I spent some time in front of the TV last night cutting down the white edges around both sets of stickers the best I could. And we're going to trim. I had done something for my Etsy shop using these, and they never sold. So I only did one, and it never sold. So I never did any more of them. So, oop, that one went straight through. Poor little baby. Teething is not fun. Not fair, Daddy. It hurts. Now, I ordered something with this project in mind, as well as the one by Crafty by Tony. And I read in the instructions before I ordered it that it drilled as well, that it had drill bits as well as polishing bits. So, you know, I read before I ordered it, but lo and behold, no, it's got 24 polishing bits, which does nothing, nothing at all for trying to get through the pieces. So I'm trying to drill. So I have another little mini drill on order, but of course it's on order and I'm subjected to the mail system as to when it's going to get here. I should have put those on the other side, but that's okay. Too late now. Yeah. All the way through. There we go. And I've started getting these from the feet, since I know I'm cutting them off. If I get a bazillion holes in them, it's okay, because it's the part I'm cutting off anyway. Okay, that's going on that side. You'll see my needle is curved, and that's because I put pressure. That's how I get it to go, is I kind of put pressure on it and I bend it and flex it. And I would say 9, maybe 85% of the time it works. Doesn't always work. Oh, he's got his little bubbaloo on his shoulder, rocking him to sleep. It's awesome. Let's turn it over. I don't know why I keep doing it the other way, because I 95% of the time I have better luck if I have the back facing toward me. But for whatever reason, I keep trying to do these with the back up against my finger. And I will say, if you're going to do this, you need a really sharp straight pin. When it starts to get dull, it really struggles to get through that plastic. And I think that's what I'm starting to experience, is that I've done enough of these now, among other sticker work, that it's dulled the tip of my needle. I couldn't imagine. They've been snowed in at their property for 6 months. Like, I mean, I would love to be out in the wilderness where there's no neighbors, but I would also need to be able to get out of my house every now and again and see, have some human interaction outside my family. Yeah, to be snowed in for 6 months. Like, I don't know how I managed that, but I did it. Okay, got a little trim of the leaves. Trim off the bottom of her dress. Leaves on this side. Oh, that's another. Can you imagine? I mean, like, what your mail's gonna look like? You've been locked in your house for, 6 months and you haven't been able to get your mail. I mean, I could imagine the amount of mail. See, there I went again, putting the back toward me instead of. Oops, I didn't put her on. Oh, that's because that's the one I'm working on. Where'd my sticker just go? Oh, it's stuck on my shirt. So right there. So I hope everybody's Monday is going well so far. I've got to get some major videoing done because I'm going to have little Rito on Thursday, and we're keeping him for another week. And it's really, really, really difficult to get any video time when I have a toddler in the house. And then, after he goes home, 2 days later, my son and his wife arrive for their 2-week visit. And the following week, my oldest son and his wife arrive for a weekend visit. And then my daughter and her crew come for usually just the day. Depends on their work schedule. If they have time off, they'll at least stay the night. But it's the one time a year where all 3 of my kids get in the room together. We all converge at my house, and we do, because there are kids. We do tend to do it around Easter, and if it's not, exactly on Easter, we still do an Easter egg hunt and stuff. Ah, I decapitated her. Oops. She's also a little higher than I meant for her to be, but it's okay. That is one thing about washi stickers, is they are very thin and they tear easily. I was watching Gail Augustinelli last night. Not last night, day before. And she was doing she did a masterboard with napkin. No, with the washi stickers, it was not. It was the cutouts from one of the books that she's fuss cutting from. And watching her, the struggle was real for her, trying to get washi stickers laid down. Like, oh, I get it. Somebody had told her to use tape. And she was getting mixed results, but I wonder if she was sticking the tape to the washi side. And I'm wondering if you stuck it to this side, the slippery side, the back side, if it would still work. Because yeah, she was having a hard time then getting the tape off of the sticker without tearing it. I was like, no fair, it's got to either tear it trying to get it off the back, or you tear it trying to get off the tape. Oh, no, 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 don't stick to that, please. No. No. Went from one to the other to the next. Thank you. Time to go put the little dude down. Sleepy bubbas. I messaged my husband, said, well, we're going to have radio for another week, Thursday to Thursday. And he's like, okay. Like, I don't, like I've said before, I don't think he enjoys having him here as much as I enjoy having him here. But, he gets out of the house every day. And he gets human interaction every day. I'm stuck at home. So, when I get the little dude for the week, it at least gives me something to do. And it keeps me busy. It keeps my mind busy. I'm always very, very exhausted by the end of the week, but I'm gonna do these two, and then I'm gonna check out the time and see where I'm at. Go this way with these. Hopefully it catches a little bit of both. Really like her, but I don't think I'm gonna get a whole lot of the umbrella. Maybe just the tippies. Oh, went through all the way. Went all the way through. It's all about getting the right angle, really, and getting the timing. You've got to, like, pierce the back plastic and then angle before it goes through the front. A little tiny bit of the umbrella. At least you have the suggestion of what was there, what she's holding. Do one more, and then we'll look at the time. I don't know why I bothered trimming out the bottom when I knew that I would be tearing it off anyway, or cutting it off. Didn't really think that all the way through, I guess. What are we at? Okay, we're at 30 minutes. So let's see. So I've got all my ovals done. I'm going to add these. See, I'd been working on these for a while, and then it just dawned on me, why am I not recording this? So I'm going to add them to that. Set this off to the side. Stab. And we're going to do the big ones. Nine, 10, 11, and 12. Can I get 12? Okay. So that over there. I love how respectfully he speaks of his wife, too. Oops. At this rate, I might not have any for the little ones. one more for this lady down here at the end. So take this one off. Oh, I'm off camera for that one down there at the end. Okay, got some spares, but I'm definitely not going to have enough of these stickers for all of those. But I also don't know if I have enough skinny ladies to fit on all those anyway. So. And I created that many with that in mind, that I may run out of. And I think instead of picking up and trimming each one, because that's kind of redundant. That's not the word I'm looking for. Like it's a lot of extra movements. Picking up, putting the scissors down, So I'm gonna just stick all the stickers, and then I'll go back and do all the trimming. I also need to be mindful of where I'm sticking them, so that when I do get my drill, I still have a place to drill a hole. Come on. Some of these ladies that were making it a little tricky. Because they're like doing it from the bottom. I'm catching their arms weird. At least keep them from moving around if I just stick them to the table, right? Keep them out of the way. But the main reason I'm going from the bottom is because then if I poke through several times trying to get them separated, the hole is not on the part of the sticker that I'm using. he's bundling up. Looks like we're getting ready to go outside and do some outside chores. Where did I have this one? I think it was right there. It's Monday. I got my CPAP cleaned. It's drying in the bathroom, hanging over the shower. And it's funny is that, you know, people were like, "You change your filters?" And I'm like, yeah. I mean, when I went through my consultation and everything, they said that my filters should be changed every 2 weeks. And I'm like, "Oh, that's all well and good, except for where are my replacements, guys?" You know. And I mean, 6.5 weeks in, I still have not got notification from the provider to order my replacements. But I'm like, I gave up on that a long time ago and just ordered a box of them. You know, and everybody's like, "Yeah, I checked mine and it still looks clean." And I'm like, well, so I took a picture of mine today as I was doing it, and I'm like, mine looked clean until I put it next to a clean one. You know, it's still, to the naked eye, it still looked very white, like it was supposed to, until I stuck it to a brand new clean white one, and then it was like, whoa, that is definitely not still clean. Yeah, there's people in the group that said they haven't changed their filter in the 6 months they've had it, or they only change it once every 6 months, and I'm like, it's a filter, for starters. But like even my HVAC system, you know, we every 3 months, I think is the schedule on, maybe 4 months. No, it's 3, because every 6 months we get 2 new filters. And they're gross when we change them. I'm like, I don't understand. I mean, the quack, 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 quacks. The filters are designed to, like, filter out your air. And, ouch! Collect particles, theoretically, before it goes down the hose and into your mouth. So, it boggles my mind that people find changing the filter to not be important. I mean, there's people on there too that said that, you know, they've had their CPAP for a year and they've not cleaned it once. I'm like, that just boggles my mind, because again, that stuff's going straight into your lungs. I don't know, just seems weird to me, that's all. I'd be curious, though, if any of my subscribers, if you're a CPAP or BiPAP user, what's your cleaning schedule look like? Because, you know, I'm new to this, and I'm just following the directions of my DME, which is to clean my hoses and my mask pieces weekly, and with hot soapy water, and change my filter every 2 weeks. My hoses will get changed every 3 months, which I'm assuming they'll contact me like they did with the mask. Hopefully it doesn't take them an extra 3 weeks to send it out after the fact, but I don't know. What's your schedule look like if you have a CPAP? And is it helping? Because so far, I still don't feel like it's helping. I'm still tired all the time. I'm still having to lay down and take afternoon naps, which normally I would just curl up on my couch and do, but now that I have a CPAP, I make the concerted effort to go into my room and hook up to my CPAP and take my nap in bed, which I sleep much sounder with it on, that's for sure. I could definitely say that. In fact, I tend to sleep through my alarm now if I'm hooked up to it. And according to the app, I'm having, next to none as far as episodes while I sleep, which is good. But yeah, I'm still tired all the time. Last one on the rectangles. Don't check. I realize I'm off camera. Sorry. Okay. Now we're going to go through, trim everybody up. Water. That's how we get our water. So he's English and his wife is Canadian. Native English and native Canadian. And they live in British Columbia currently. I think there's a hair or something there. Okay, I did notice a problem with this one when it just got stuck to that other one. Just cut her legs off. It didn't stick very well to the paper. Or to the cardboard, I mean. Squish, especially on those edges. Oh, and that's another thing too. Is if you're going to use boxes that have a slick surface, sand it first, because that'll help things stick to it better. Although that was a bad example since it didn't actually stick. He was talking yesterday. His nearest neighbor is 45 minutes away. And he said the nearest Walmart for them is 3.5 hours, which is kind of crazy. And you think about us down here in the United States, it's like, you know, a Walmart on every corner, situated right next to the Starbucks. Two 20-foot wells, not bad. Okay. Those ones are done. What are we at? 53 minutes? Don't drop the phone. He's showing us his well. He's got two 20-foot wells. People are like, don't drop your phone. Don't drop it in the well. Because Justin did. He has a 41-foot well. And he was doing something. I missed the live stream. But he was doing something. And he was recording. Was on a live. And had his phone, I guess, sitting on like the edge of the well like this, so it could film down inside the well. So this is the opening, and the metal that he was standing on flexed, and it bounced his phone down into his well. Okay, she's too big. I don't know if I'm gonna have any that are gonna fit, but we're gonna see. So yeah, we had an episode of magnet fishing. Of him trying to get his phone, hoping the magnet would grab it, but to no avail. It's too thin or too wide. That one's definitely too wide. That one can fit. That one's definitely too wide. These guys are I know are too wide. There's enough of that one will show that gives the full picture of what she's doing there. Too wide. She's probably one of my favorites, though. I do like her. So I got some. These will go into the pile to be used for something else. So he's outside doing chores. I wonder how he's going to know if his little one wakes up. Come on, stop going all the way through. All the way through again. Okay. What is going on here? Pull all these off. I usually leave a couple on there just because it keeps me from losing my needle. And typically, I don't clean it off until the end of the project, but okay. I'm really having a hard time with that one. I don't know why. Maybe it's time for me to just grab some tape and try that. Yeah, see, I think if she did the tape on the back, I think she would have a less frustrating time of it. Just got to pay attention to where you've already stuck something. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go leave a comment on her video and be like, try it the other way. I do like this better, although now I gotta figure out how to because I gotta cut. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1. Did you guys see that? Just need little ones. He's got a ram he calls his shog, his sheep dog. Okay, I like this even better than the pin. What? Rams can be dangerous? No, I would know nothing about that. Just a second.
Yeah, it is a year. Okay. We're gonna come back out later. Just we gotta hang out inside a bit today because thank you so much, Cheryl. That honestly helps me so much with the exercises.
Yeah, I definitely like that better than the.
6, 7, 8 today.
That worked a lot better. Oh, Dana's home. Okay, one more trim.
Jesus, I'm sorry to hear that piece.
Cut. That is all I'm going to do of this part of the project. Try to get my garbage put away here. Throw all these little plastic pieces away. So yeah, I got through most of them. I've got maybe 15 left. I don't know, I'm not going to count them. But here's what I have for this part one of the project. So there'll be 3 parts to this. So stay tuned, be looking out for step 2 if you're interested. All my lovely little ladies. And the more I'm thinking, I think those are ginkgo leaves. I think is what they are. But anyway, so there we are. There we go. All the pretties. Stay tuned for part 2 coming in the future. Bye.